Welcome back to Copy Trading on YouTube. Today's video is called eToro, Watch List and Buying Stocks. In this video, I'm going to go and search for more stocks that I can add to my watch list. So a watch list is just a section on eToro where you can add stocks, so you can have a list of stocks that you're watching for a good price to buy. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did in the last video to research stocks that are below the RSI 30 line. Okay, the percentage of the RSI model like I showed in my last video, but I can go quickly through that again. So how do I find stocks? I go to my favorite stock screener, FinViz. Okay, so I'm looking for new stocks today to add to my portfolio, while I have one stock already in my portfolio, which is COST is Costco, and I'm going to invest $300 in this, but I'm going to buy it 2 times to see if I get better prices. Okay, so don't always buy, you don't have to buy your stock all at once. So I'm going to split it up into 2 trades. So I have this trade by Costco. When the market opens in like 18 minutes. So this is going to buy half of the amount that I invested in Costco when the stock market opens. Okay, and Costco is up pre-market, so that's why I'm leaving this stock up to buy, and then we'll see maybe later on in the day or tomorrow I'll buy the other $150 off Costco. Okay, but I explained that in the last video. So I'm going to search for stocks, okay, to buy. Okay, so what I do is I go to finviz.com, I go to screener, and then I'm looking for high cap companies. So you just see here in the descriptive section, all you need to change is I start off with the mega, so the biggest capital worth companies. Okay, so if you multiply their number of stocks by how much each stock is worth, gives you their market cap. So I'm looking at mega first. I click on mega, and all I go is to the technical section and I use the RSI. That's all I use. Remember, if it's below 30%, it's a good time to buy because it's oversold. And if it's above 70%, it's a good time to sell because it's overbought. Okay, so I explained that in my last video, but it's simple as that. So I start off with 10 because it's the lowest. Okay, so it's the best time to buy in the RSI model, the lowest point. So I click on that. On the mega stocks, nothing. I go to 20, nothing. Okay, and then I go to 30. Boom. There's one mega stock there, and it's called Tesla. Okay, I'm going to add this stock to my watch list, but also I go to Stock Screener. So I go after Stock Screener, I go to a website here. I have it here. It is stockcharts.com. It's a free website. So I just go into this and I put in the stock name. So it's Tesla, 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 and go. Okay, and this is a free website that will show you the RSI model. And that's just loading up there. So Tesla there. There we go, Tesla. Okay, so it's on the NASDAQ. And I click into the charts here. And there we go. We have the free chart. So up here at the top, you can see the RSI model here. So this is the stock price. You can see it's coming way down. Tesla's coming way down in price. I did my research. Remember, you put into Tesla's stock price and you look at the news and you watch videos online on YouTube to see what other people are saying about the stock. But the problem is with Tesla, it's come down, but I'm going to do the research on that maybe in a later video. I'm not going to buy Tesla today. I mightn't buy it, but I might. But I'm going to add it to my watch list because it's something that I'm interested in buying. It's a mega stock. You can see here it's near that 30 line. It's just below it, the 29.58. But if I go to Tesla stock price on Google, Tesla is pre-market, it's up 1.34%. Okay, so it's up $8 pre-market, But let's see if it drops more today. You can see over the 5 days it dropped, but it might be starting to recover. But you see over 1 month it's dropping. 6 months, you can see that it's dropping. So I'm going to add this to my watch list on eToro to watch this stock because I want to watch this stock to see if it's going to come down. I get it at a better price, but it's still at a good price now because it's near that 30. It's just below the 30 line, but I'd like to see it drop a little more before I buy it. I did my research. I put in Tesla stock price, and the problem is there is going to be the Tesla stocks are dropping. I read all the news because of the drop in IT stocks in America, and there's a fear in the stock market that interest rates are going to rise in America and inflation is going to happen. So people are selling off their NASDAQ shares and taking some profit at the moment because they're looking, even though Biden did release a package to help with what's going on in the world of 1.8 billion, but still people have fears of inflation. So stock prices have come down on tech stocks and Tesla, etc. And also there is a shortage of chips in the world that Tesla and Neo and electric vehicles use to run their systems. So that Tesla's factory had to close for 2 days because I had no chips to make the cars. So just to chip the brain of the computer or the brain of the car, there's a shortage of chips. So you read all that news, you go to YouTube and just type in Tesla stock price and use the wisdom of the crowd and find out what other people are saying about this stock. Okay, so I'm watching this drop. I'd like to see it drop a little more and then I'll get in and buy it. But I might buy it today, but for me, I'm going to add this to my watch list. So your watch list on eToro is simple to use, okay? So it's already populated with stocks here, okay, when you come in here. But what you have to do is remove these stocks these are populated already. You'll have a big list of about 10 that's already populated on eToro. But remove these, okay? Remove the ones that you're not using, but Tesla's already there, so I'll leave that. That's in my watch list. So when I come to my watch list here, I can check the prices here. I can check where it's going there, how many people are buying, etc. And it's easy to manage, okay? So I added Tesla there. It was already there, so I just left it. So I'm going to go look for another stock today. So you can see on the mega stocks there is. Yeah, I go back to the descriptive part, and so mega cap companies. So I buy the largest companies for the long-term strategy, that the biggest cap companies that everyone knows, and there's more investment and more volume buying this stock, and companies that you know and that you're interested in, and everyone knows, and that have emotional attachment to Tesla because everyone knows the Tesla car. So it's the only mega cap company there that's below the RSI of 30. So next I go to large. Okay, so when I click on large, I go back over the technical and I check on 10. So I'm looking for the lowest, so the best price stock. So there's nothing there for 10. 20, nothing there for 20. Well, Costco is there, but I've already bought Costco, so I did a video on that already. So brilliant. I'm going to go to 30, okay? So the next stock I'm looking at, so you can see all of these big companies here. There's 2 pages. So look at companies that you can relate to or you're interested in buying or that you know about when you're starting off. Best companies that you know or use or have interest in. Lots of companies there to pick from. Domino's Pizza, Dollar General. I go to the next page and you can see here some really good stocks. Ferrari, okay. And one other stock I'm looking at here that I'm interested in, that I've got knowledge of and traded before, is Neo. Okay, so what I do next is I go to stock charts, I put in Neo. So click on Neo. And there we can see it's like Tesla. It's down near the 29.228 line. So I'm going to be watching Tesla and Neo for a better buy price. It dropped it's at $38 now, but it dropped like down to $31 there on Friday. So that would have been a great price to buy, but it might even drop below the 30 mark. So these are stocks I'm going to watch. So I'm going to add NEO to my watch list first, and then I'm going to go and research the stock. So all you do is type into NEO and you click on eToro and you go to NEO. And we'll let that load up there. Just double click on the picture there. So NEO, and there here on the right hand side beside the trade button, you can see add to watch list. So I already NEO added to watch list. Click on that button and it'll add to watch list. So I have two stocks now that are a really good price. They're under the 30 RSI model, like I explained it in the first video. So them two stocks I'm going to watch. But now I got to do some other research, right? I go to NEO price prediction. I want to see what the analysts are saying about the stock. Okay, so I just click into Google NEO price prediction. Okay, and the website I use is money.cnn.com, and I click in here and I look at what the analysts are saying. So analysts are the Wall Street analysts, and they really control the price of stock or how it's going to go or the opinion of the stock. So here are the 18 analysts offering a 12-month price forecast for NEO. They say the low is the NEO could go to in the next 12 months is $17, and the median point is $69.70, and the high is $90. Okay, so NEO is at $38 now at the moment. It's way below the median mark. It's not even that far off the 17, so you're at the lower part of the scale here for buying, and there's a lot more chance of it going up than down here, okay? Because you're really low point here. And then you look at the current analysts' expectation, if they give a rating to the stock. So the consensus over 18 polled investment analysts is to buy in NEO stock, okay? So the analysts are saying 10 analysts are saying to buy, 6 analysts are saying to hold, and only 2 analysts are saying to sell the stock. Okay, so more analysts are saying to buy the stock. So I'm going to be watching this to see if it even comes down lower when I get it at a good price. Okay, and also you can go to Google Finance. Just click in Google Finance, and you click into this website here, and you can click into NEO stock. NEO, just put in NEO and it's much clearer here. You can see there's a nice chart on here. Just put in NEO there. So you can see here NEO on the New York Stock Exchange. I click in there. You can see here $38 is at the moment. See, it dropped down to nearly $31 there, $32 on Friday. So I'll be looking for it to come back down to this price to maybe buy in, or if it drops below the 30. So I added to the watch list. You can see over the 6 months here, it went up to a high of like $66 at one stage, but it's coming way back down. So then you look at the reason why. You can see here the 5-year chart. It's a new enough company, but you can see here, we're going to watch it to see if it comes back down. Now we look for the reason. You can look at the financials here, guys. The chart here is financials. I went through that already. The news is here. Okay, so you read these articles. NEO stock had climbed to nearly $100 per share, but that was a month ago, 2 days ago. Why NEO is down? Read all these articles. So you can just go to Google also and just type in NEO stock price. So I'm wondering, why is this stock down? Okay. But I've been watching this stock myself, and I'm looking at what the reason was on the March the 4th, just last week on Monday. NEO come out with its quarterly earning report. Okay, so I just put in NEO. You can look through, you can put in NEO stock price. You can have a nice chart here, and you can go through the news articles here, read all the news articles, or you can click on the news tab here and read through all of these news articles, and go on to YouTube and check out one or two what people are saying, one or two videos of what people are saying about the stock. So I put in here Neo earning report. So that's all. Use Google to search for everything. It's all free. But let's see here. So I come down here. I'm looking for an article. So Neo stock falls on mixed earning report. Okay, so Neo came out last Monday with a mixed earning report. And I look at the website, what happened there, look at the stats, okay? So here we go. Just in this article here, Neo missed Q4 estimates on bottom line, but edge past top line forecast, okay? But they warned that there's a global chip shortage which will slow down production of the cars, okay? So there's a shortage of chips, the same as Tesla, and it's bringing the prices of stock down. So last Monday, Neo called the Tesla of China was seen as narrowing loss 7 cents per share from 39 cents per share a year ago, but revenue scored to 148% to $1.01 billion. So they lost. I read through this article already. They missed out on analyst expectations on earning per share, but they beat analyst expectations on revenue. So you need to read through this about how the earning report is used as a catalyst. The catalyst is just good news or bad news, but this was a mixed earning report. And also, there's a shortage of chips in the world for Neo to make its cars, so people sold off. But people also sold off because look at this rise here. There was a massive rise. Just last April the 3rd last year, it was 240 per share. So if you had to buy there, you would have bought one share for $2.40. But look at it, it went way up to $66. So you can't blame investors to take profit. But a lot of people are taking a profit, so I'm going to watch to see how far this drops. I'm going to buy some Neo stocks for the future. Okay, and so I read through the news, and you go to YouTube. Okay, just go to YouTube and type in Neo stock price. I'm just going to go back to my website. My website too is copy trading. So you can just type it in copy trading into Google, but it's copytrading.business.site is my website is here. And I have all the links to YouTube, and you can see here I explained in my last article, etc., what you have to do to buy the stocks, how I look. Okay, so step one is you set out your strategy, and I buy low, sell high. I went through this. I'll be using the RSI model to select stocks that are oversold, meaning less demand for the stock, so the stock price drops. Okay, on the RSI model chart, this will be when the stock is at least under the 30%. Remember I said underneath this 30% line here is the time to buy. It's really simple. When it's above 70 here, it's a time to sell or short the stock. But let's just go back to my website here, and I'll go to my YouTube channel. And I'm going to show you, if you're interested in Neo stock, you can come to YouTube and do the wisdom of the crowd and see what other people are going. Just don't go by one person's opinion. You got to do your own research, okay? So I always do research, but I know one YouTube channel that I follow, and it's called Marcus Gains. And I follow this guy because I like his videos on Neo. And I watched one of his videos earlier on Neo. So if you want to go subscribe to him, you can see him here. Okay. I don't follow what he says on penny stocks. He always talking about penny stocks and stuff, but I'm not interested in. But I just use this Market Gains if you're following Neo. Okay. He does talk about Tesla, but you can see here he makes videos on Neo. So watch one or two videos on the stock that you're going in. That's your research, okay? Read all the news. Okay, you can see here he made a video, Neo crash is over. So he made that one day ago. I watched that. But if you just want to find whatever stock you're going in, you can just go Neo NEO stock and look at the latest video and look at, just get other people's opinion. Look at channels that have a lot of subscribers, etc., and just get one or two other opinions. You're using the wisdom of the crowd, okay? So he's saying that NEO is near the bottom, that most people have sold off, and etc., and it's a good time to buy, okay? And the analysts are saying it's a good time to buy, but I think NEO can drop even further. So I'm going to watch NEO stock. So do all your research like that. Very easy. Just spend your time doing your research. Come back, look at the market has opened, and I've bought my first stock on Costco. Remember, I put it in to buy when the market opens. I just opened a position using 25.4% of my equity with no leverage, one by leverage. Okay. So there we go. I've bought my first stock, guys. Okay, you'll have spread fees. This is the difference between the buy price and the sell price. Once you buy a stock, it'll be down 60 cent, 40 cent, etc. But this is just spread fees. So when you buy a stock, it's going to be lower than what you sell it straight away. That's how eToro makes it money. It's a small difference between the buy price and the sell price. Okay, so that's my first stock bought there. I have Tesla and NEO. And other places you should add to your watch list is eToro. So eToro investment, this I'm going to add that to my watch list. Okay, so you just click on add here and eToro team. So I added that there. It should show up now when I click on this. Let's see here. Maybe I have to click into them to show you. So eToro Investments, this is where the analyst, the eToro investment team is responsible for creating, publishing, distributing professional content for investors. So they come out with news, they come out with things to expect in the market this week, what stocks are down, etc. So the professional analysts send this out. So I added to my watch list. I recommend you add it too. So a great news there to follow. And then I'm going to also add one more. I type in Toro and eToro team, okay? And this, I'm going to follow them or add them to my watch list. This is where eToro gives out informs and educates about different news and updates about their services. So I'm going to add that to the watch list. You just click on there to add it. So I go back to my watch list. And I have eToro investment and eToro team. And the last one I'm going to add is the stock that I just bought is Costco. So go to Costco and I'm going to add that into my watch list. So remember, have a nice clean watch list. That's all you need. You need to have is the stocks that you research so you can watch the price. So here I have eToro investment and eToro team. I have Tesla, NEO, and I'm going to be watching these stocks to see if I can get a better price. You can see here that Costco here, we're looking at the price. So today I'm going to watch these stocks. So how do I watch the stocks, the stock price? So I just put in cost, stock price, and into Google, and you can watch it on this map, on this easy to follow chart here on Google. But a website I like to use is finance.yahoo.com. And you just see it here. It all this comes up on the search results. And I right click and open a new tab. And I'm going to watch the candlesticks on Costco because I might be buying today or might be buying tomorrow to see how the price goes today. Okay. So the market has opened. So it's live now. We'll just let that load up. Okay. Also, I'm going to look for NEO. I'm going to watch NEO stock, okay? I have them in my watch list. I can see the price difference is there, but I'm going to watch the candles too, and I'll look at them throughout the day, etc. So you can see here, this is Costco, okay? So I'm going to just expand that up. But you can up here, I look at the 1 day interval, but I'm going to look at, let's look at the 5 minutes. You can put it, when I'm day trading, I look at the 1 minute chart, but I also don't use, I use lines sometimes if I'm too focused on the candles, but the most volatility is in the first hour of the stock market. So you can watch here, down here you'll see the volumes. So this shows you the volume. So up volume, down volume. So down here, it'll show you these are if there's a big bar here of green means people bought the stock. If there's a bar here with red, it means people are selling the stock. And the red candles means that people are selling the stock, and the green candles means they're buying the stock. So you can see here, Costco is coming down in price there at the moment. It might come down again, but that's fine. So I'll watch to see if you can even get a better price. But this portfolio is for the long term. I know it's a good price for the long term. I used the RSI model. So let's just leave that at 1 minute. And next stock I'm going to look at is NEO. So how do I find the charts for that? I just go NEO stock, and NEO stock price you can put in. You can watch here you can see here it's dropping and dropping. But I just go to Yahoo Finance again, and I'll have these charts open through the day, and I'll just keep an eye on them through the day. You don't have to watch them all the time. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just use full screen there. Okay, let that load up, and you can use these charts on Google. It's very easy to look at if you just want a quick look at how the charts, how the volume, how the stock price has been going at an easy glance. I like to use the 5-day chart. I can see the lowest here was 32, looks at 32.63. So I would be happy buying half of my, so I'm going to invest 300 in NEO. I'd be happy to buy half of that at $150 at $33 because it mightn't drop to 32. You can see there's 32.63. I'll just expand that up. You can see there it dropped last Friday to 32.63, but 33 would be a good point to buy there too. If it drops to 32, I might invest half of my $150 in NEO. But let's go back to eToro. Okay, you can go also do some research. Just put in NEO and learn what people are saying on the news tab here. Okay, so you can come down here and see the top ones, or you can go to all to see the latest. Such a bad month for NEO because people that bought it like at $50, $59 are down money. Okay, but it's a good time for us to buy. When the market is down, this is the time to buy and invest for the long term. Okay, pre-market showing signs are red. Buy in the dip. People are buying in the dip. Okay, but let's see here. If we click on trade, up here at the top, you have a button here, trade, where you can buy the stock at that price live, but you can also set an order. Okay, an order means that you can set a price that you would like to buy the stock at. Okay, so maybe I can set a price for half of my, if you're not going to watch the stock price, remember I said I'd be happy to buy the stock at $33. So all you put in here is the price that you'd be happy to buy the stock at. I'd be happy to buy 150 of this at $33. Remember, look at the chart to see where that low point was and just select it a little bit up from it because it'll never really mightn't get down to the 32, but you could even change this to 34. But you can see here NEO is growing there. It dropped down to 36, but it's starting to go up again. But just for reference, 33 would be a great price if it dropped down there. So you can set an order. So what happens? You put in the price that you're willing to buy at, how much you're going to invest. And once it gets to this price, you don't even have to watch it. Once NEO drops to $33, eToro will automatically do that trade for you. Okay. So remember, I'm going to be watching these stocks. So I'm not going to take profit or stop loss. So let's set an order at this. If I get this at $33, I will be very happy. But you can see the stock price is going up there in NEO. But let's see what is going out through there. I'm going to set an order, okay? So what happens there? I set an order for NEO to buy at $33. It's at $38 there. So if it drops to 33, it'll buy that stock automatically, half of my investment, okay? So you can see here that I have a pending order here. So if it drops by $5, I will execute that trade automatically. Okay, you see here I have 300 allocated. I have 288.04 in left to invest, but I can add funds there at any time. I'm 11 cents profit on Costco already. I bought it at a good price, but I'm going to be watching Costco today. You can see here's at the 319, but I'm going to watch this throughout the day. And even if I wanted to set an order in Costco, I would come down here, 307. Okay, so drop to 307. So 310, I'd be happy to buy the other price at 310. So let's do it. Let's place an order so I don't even have to watch it. But I will watch it try today. Even though you put in the order, you can cancel the order and buy the stock at any time. So if that dropped to 310, I'd be happy to buy it. But if I go to Costco, I can put it in an order. Remember, go to trade, change it to order, make sure it's on the buy position there. So I looked at the price, the Costco here. If it drops down to 310, I'm just picking it. It dropped down to 307.45, but the way it's going up now, I can't see it going to that price. Yes. So I'm just going to put 310, but I'll probably cancel this and buy it myself when I find the best price. But just for the video, if it did go down to 310, so I would be really happy if I bought it at 310. So I put in 310 here, 0.00, and I put the last 150 of the $300 that I'm going to invest for now. Take that off. I'm going to select an order. So if it drops to 310, I will buy $150 worth of stock. Okay, and I set the order, and the order is set. Okay, so that's how you can plan if you're busy with other jobs, etc., and you're not watching the stocks. But today, I'm lucky I have the day off, so I'm going to be watching Costco and Neo, and I'm going to be also watching Tesla. Okay, remember, do your research, like I said, on YouTube, market.cnn.com. Find your stocks on FinViz first. Go to mark the money.cnn.com, see what the analysts are saying about the price prediction over the next 12 months and what is the rating. Also, go to Google, look at the charts, look at the prices, look through all of the news, the articles over the last week, and then go to YouTube and watch one or two videos on YouTube on other people's opinions about the stock. And then lastly, you can come to eToro and you can see what people are saying in the news feed. Go to the top. You can also look at the stats for go through all of this on eToro, look through the stats, look through the charts. Everything is on eToro. You don't even need Google, but I like to use Google. I just got used to it, but you can see the stats. It's a way down, good time to buy low, sell high. That's the plan. And you can go to the research tab and you can find out here. It's from tip ranks. So eToro has all the information there for tip ranks. You can see it's a moderate buy, what the price prediction is, what the analysts are saying, buy. Look through all of this, do your research, buy low, sell high, use the RSI model, use FinViz, and for the long term, buying high cap stocks, it's a really good, and you spread your risk over 5 to 10 stocks, and for me, you're on a winning road. Okay, so I'm going to watch these stocks now and see what price they're going at. Look at Costco is going way up there in price already. So I'll go back to my portfolio. So if it drops again, I will buy Costco. I'm already up $1 on the 151. I'm up now 0.67. Okay, so I'm going to look soon if Costco will come back down over the next hour, and I'll buy the last 150. You can see here, this is the candles. It was gone up to 320 now. Okay, 321. And to see the volume, it changes. You have to go to 1 minute or 2 minutes just to see the time. Probably look at people are buying Costco. Okay, 321. Okay, so I'm going to be watching this to see if I can even get that price that I bought it at there. See if there's going to be a sell here. Look at Costco is going up in value there. It's going to 321. You can see here that I bought it at 318. Okay, so I'm up $1.10 already. Okay, but I still have 150 invest. So I'm going to watch this stock here to see if it's going to come down a little more, and I'll invest throughout the day. If you look at Costco stock price over the last 5 days, it's going up there today. You can see it's it went down to 307, but it might go up and come back down, guys. But I'll be watching for it to go up and come back down a bit and then buy in again. But I'm gonna end this video, and I might make a video after. See Neo there is going up to 39, so I'll be watching that to see what a good price to come in at. If it comes back down to these lows, I'll be buying today, and I'll be watching Tesla also. But I'm going to end this video. Hope you learned loads. So I have built my watch list. I'm going to be watching these stocks today. I might invest the last 150 into Costco, and I'll be buying some Neo stock today just to see if the price comes down a little bit, and I'll be watching Tesla too. All of these stocks are starting to go up in price today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I might make more videos after if I buy more stocks. But remember, if you're new to eToro, or you want to set up a second account and you want to support the channel without costing you any money, you can go to my partner link in the description, or you can go to buystocks.ai. So that's buystocks.ai. It brings you to my partner. It brings you to eToro through my partner link, and you're supporting the channel. So I'm going to be watching these stocks now, guys. I'm going to be watching for Neo to see what it does. I'm going to be watching Tesla. I'm going to be watching Costco to see, can I invest the last 150 in Costco if it comes back down a bit. And also, I'm going to be watching Neo here. So, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon on the next video. And thanks for watching. Okay, have a great day. Peace and love. Bye. Welcome back to Copy Trading on YouTube. Today's video is called How to Set a Stop Loss and Take Profit. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you my stop loss, take profit, swing trading, automatic strategy that I'm going to implement, and I'm going to set my stop loss and take profit live on this video. But just first of all, I'm going to just go through some theory about what is stop loss and take profit. So stop loss is designed to limit the loss on stocks that drop in price. It's like insurance on your investment, and is especially useful if you're not watching the stock price or on vacation. So if you don't have time like me all the time to watch the stock market, because I have a full-time job, I also do day trading on a different account, EC Green Candle, and this is going to be for my Copy Trading Forum account. Okay, so this is going to be my swing trading long-term strategy, with mostly swing trading. And I don't know about you, but I'm not in the business of losing money. So I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to set my stop loss so I don't lose any of my profit, and also how I can set my take profit so I don't have to watch the stock market all the time. And just makes your trading easier. You need to pick a strategy that works for you though. Everybody's different. But now that the stock market is so volatile and the stock prices have risen so much last year, I'm going to go with a swing trading strategy for now for Copy Trading Forum. But here we go. So a stop loss can also be implemented into your stock trading strategy. What I'm going to show you now, my stock trading strategy, and how I'm going to implement the stop loss. A popular risk to reward strategy in swing trading is 1 to 3. So if you invest $100, you can set your stop loss at 90, or that's 10%. So you're willing to risk 10% of that investment, so your stock will sell when it drops to $90 in value, or 10%, or you can set your take profit to 130, which is 30%. So when your investment rises to 130, that's 30% profit, it will sell the stock. So that is a popular 1 to 3 in the stock market. But I'm going to be showing you my strategy where I'm not here to lose 10%. I'm just here to take profits and protect my investment. Okay, so one disadvantage is that short-term drops in the price could sell your stock too early if you have a stop loss. Okay, so for example, if the price drops by 11% but then jumps back up in profit, So you had your stop loss set at 90, so it dropped to $89 and it sold off the stock, but then it went straight back up to 100. You can lose that at 10%. Okay, so you got to be careful with that, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to avoid that. Okay, an advantage of stop loss it can remove emotional attachment to the stocks and can make it easier to manage your portfolio much easier. Okay, you need to set out your strategy, because I think the hardest thing with swing trading and long-term trading is just watching the stock price day in, day out. Okay, now there's another kind of stop loss that may be useful for you too, is a trailing stop loss. So this is a stop loss that you can set to a percentage below the current stock price, not the price you bought the stock at. Okay, so this is a different one. It moves with the stock price. So as the stock gains, so does the stop loss moves with the gain. Okay, so you're protecting your gains. So for an example, your $100 investment grows to $120, and you put a trailing stop loss of 10%, that will be set for the current $120, not 10% of the initial investment, which is 100. So 10% of your trailing stop loss would be $12 instead of $10 of the original stop loss. So with a trailing stop loss, it follows the price of the stock, and once you gain keeps gaining and gaining, it follows that, and it takes 10% of your current investment, and then it increases and increases. The price increases as the stock price rises. So it's safe to protect your gains. So it follows your investment. So if your investment grows to 120, it'll be 10% of 120 instead of 10% of $100. Okay. So an active trader may use a lower stop loss of 5%. Like for day trading, I don't use a stop loss, but I'm watching the stock. But if it goes below the 2.5%, I'll usually sell, because if it's going to go for day trading, if you're going to lose by 2.5%, I want to protect my 1 to 3% profit that I look for each day. And I set it to 2.5%, but 5%, okay, if you're short term, but a long term trader may have a higher stop loss of 15%. Okay, so longer term, a higher stop loss. Okay, now a take profit is designed to set a price to automatically close the trade or sell the stock when a specific profit or price is gained. Okay, so this is the opposite. So this helps you when the stock price hits a price or a target that you're happy with that gain, it sells off the stock and takes a profit. So take profits are usually set for short-term or swing traders, as long-term traders are looking for the longer term and they want to leave the stock in for long term, so don't really set the take profit. But now the stock market the stocks have grown in price all last year. I'm changing my strategy a little bit to do swing trading on my copy trading firm account, but I'll show you how I can protect it and how I'm going to protect my investment and how I'm going to manage this account. Okay, so one disadvantage to take profit is can trigger a stock break, can trigger at a price. So maybe if your stop loss set at 30% on the $100 up here, but the stock price goes to $150, but you sold at $130 of the investment, so you're losing that $20. Okay, so let's say your stop loss is 30% on the $100 investment, but it rose to $150 your investment that day. If you hadn't had the stop loss, you're losing the 20. But with day trading, you just can't be greedy, and a board in the hand is worth two in the bush, as I say. So when a stock breakout in price causing an opportunity gain loss, but over the long term, I think it's just safer for me for day trading, etc. I take the profits that I have, I move away and rinse and recycle and do the same thing the next day. Okay, let's start. Okay, so on my portfolio, I'm going to start with Costco here. Okay, I bought Costco about a week ago. Remember, I used the RSI model. It was below the 30% on the RSI model. It was a good price. So what I'm going to do here is I click into Costco. Okay, you can see I'm up 4.33% overall, but I bought two positions, 150. 100. I broke it up. I bought it at 312 on this one, and then 318. I opened at the other price. Okay, so you can see there, I'm up 5% and 3.13%. So how to set a stop loss, especially on eToro, you just go to settings. So I'm going to start off with the take profit. Okay, so set my take profit. Okay, so down here you click take profit. Okay, so down here there's a massive number. I'm going to delete that. Okay, so the stock price at 328. So what do? I go to Google, I go to Costco stock price. So now it's at 328. But I use another website. I just type in Costco stock price prediction, and this website comes up. All this comes up first, money.cnn.com. Okay, so I go over to money.cnn.com and I look what the analyst's stock price forecast for the next 12 months is. And I look at the median price. For me, the median price is what the stock price is actually worth, for my opinion. Okay, so they're saying the low it can go down to 325, but the medium is 382.50. And remember, I bought the stock at 312 here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the median price, 382, and then I come to Google and I just put in Costco stock price, and I check over the last 6 months, has it hit that target? Okay, so I click on 6 months here, and you can see I check on 1 month too, because it'll be even bigger again. It went up to 350 there, but here I can see it went up to 391. Okay, so it's possible for me. Okay, so it's hit. So once it hit that target over the last 6 months, I'm happy with that. So they're saying 382.50, so that's going to be my take profit, guys. Okay, so I come back to my account and I put in the rate, I put in the stock price rate. So the rate is what you're going to sell the stock price at. Remember, 382.50. So I just type in that. I go to a rate here. So I just get that price, 382. Okay, so here we go, 382.50, and then I click off the screen here. So that's going to give me a profit of $33.82 on the $150 investment. So a 22.55% gain, which I'm happy with. Anything over 20% for swing trading, I'm happy with that. Okay, so that's going to be my take profit. I'm going to set that. Okay, so I update that, and the take profit is set. You can see here, I set the take profit with the median price of the analyst expectation, and it's 22 point certain percent, 88%, I think it was there. Okay, now I go to the next one, my other stock. I've already done the research, so I also set this one at take profit as 382.50. So I set the amount, so the rate is the stock price 382.50, and I click off the screen. So let's see here. Sorry, so I have to click on the rate here. So 382. So the rate is the stock price 382 that you're going to sell stock at. I click on that. So here I got 19.99%. So it's near the 20%. I'm happy with that. I bought this at a slightly higher price, but I'm fine with that. 20%, and I'm going to update that. Okay, now I've set my stop loss there for averaging around 20 to 22%. Okay, next what I do is I set the stop loss, but I'm not in the business of losing money. Okay, but because I left this stock about a week, I can set to breed. I can set my stop loss. Okay, so I don't want to set my stop loss below my investment that I lose money. I want to set it above my investment. Okay, so I don't lose any money. And then if it does drop to that price, I can buy it again at a better price and rinse and recycle and repeat. So I set my stop loss, and I go to amount here. So this is the amount of profit here that you're willing to risk. So when it goes to this amount of profit, so you can set the rate or you can set the amount. You see the amount is over here, but I'm going to go for this one, the amount. So the amount is here. So I look at this and the take profit is 33. So I just divide that by 10 and it's about $3, average about $3. So I'm going to put in $3 here. And that's my stop loss is set at $3 profit. Okay, so if it drops that low, that I'll still profit of 2% here. Okay, so I'm not going to lose any money. Okay, and it's 2% there, and it also gives it time to breathe if there's a massive drop, because you have slippage in the stock market is where the stock price drops so quickly that it takes the system so long to sell, and it might only sell it at 1.85 or something because of massive drop and it didn't have time to sell it for you. So I'm going to set my stop loss at $3 so I don't lose any money. And if it does hit that and sell off the stock, I can buy the stock again for a good price because I did my research. I know I'm buying it at a good price below the RSI. The news is pretty good. It's a big company. Remember, I only invest in major and large cap companies. So here I'm going to set that, and that's so my take profit is $33.88 and my stop loss is $3. So I'm not going to lose any money. Okay, so that update there. I'm just going to do the same thing for this one. So I go in here, stop loss again, $3, 10, divide that by 10. So I set my stop loss to amount. So the minus, if you want to set stop loss below that your initial investment. So if you want to set the minus $5, that will be 145. But I'm going to go with $3 again. So 2% of that position. So it'll sell off the stock. It drops to that 2% profit. Okay, so I'm not going to lose any money. So update that. Done. I can sit back, relax. I know I have the potential of getting 20 to 22% profit on this stock, and I'm not worried about losing any money. So I can sleep tight on that one. Okay, let's move on to the next stock. Just go to my portfolio. Let's go to Tesla. I do the exact same process. So you can see here, I bought Tesla at $569.75. I bought it here around the same price, a bit higher here on this one. But I also bought it when it was below the RSI 30. It's a massive stock. It's so volatile. So what I do again is I go to Tesla. I type in Tesla stock price prediction. I go to the first result, which is CNN Business, and the median price here for this stock is $755.50. Then I go to the chart. Has it hit it over the last month? It's nearly hit at 742. So there's a good chance. Let's see the last 6 months. Yes, it's hit it. It's hit 850. It's a very good chance of this stock hitting that. So what I do again is I'm going to stick to the strategy. So 755.50. So I go to eToro and I go into the settings and I go to take profit. So set take profit. I go to the rate. So the rate is over here, the amount I'm going to sell the stock at. I'll just close off these other screens. And I look at 755.50 and I can hit it. It has hit it over the last 6 months. So I put in here 755.50. So 755.50. I tick off the screen. So here I'm getting a 32.60% profit. So nice gain there, guys. Okay, it's 48. So I'm going to round it off to $50 here. So I update that 755.50. Okay, so I update that. I come and I set the exact same on. I did the research, and that's going to be my stop loss for the other stock price. And there we go. I know I can hit this. So here it's a bit low because I bought it at a higher price, but 26.45 is still a good profit. So I set that take profit, okay? I update here, and then I go in and set my stop loss, okay? So my stop loss, that's near $50, so I'm going to round it off to 50. So I'm going to put in amount here of $5 in the green, not the minus $5. Okay, and there we go. Stop loss at $5. So if it drops to that price, it'll sell off. But what I'll do is I'll look at the stock and I'll buy it again at a lower price if that's the case. Okay, so there we go. $5. So that's 3.33% off profit that I'll sell off. So I'll not lose any money there, and I update that. And then I come to this one. This one's a little bit lower here, guys, the profit. So it's near the 40. So I'm going to round that off to 10, divide that by 10. So I'm going to round that off to amount in the green, $4. And there we go. So 2.67%. It'll sell off when my profit goes down to $4. Okay, so I'm not going to lose any money, and then the take profit here is going to be 39.68 on a $150 investment, which is pretty good. Okay, I update that. And guys, you're probably saying, okay, what if Tesla goes to 800? If I see Tesla on, if I'm available on that day, I don't have to watch it. But if I am available on that day and I see Tesla is at $740, I can go in and I can remove the stop loss. So I can remove the take profit and click no take profit, and that will remove it. And then I can watch the stock price if it's going to go up more than that, and then I can take more gains. But this, I can sit back, relax. I'm happy that I'm not going to lose any money, and I'm going to gain that 2 or 3%, but I'm going to good chance of gaining that higher percentage for my swing trade. So let's go to NEO. I do exactly the same thing. I come in here to NEO, and I can see here that I bought it at 35.47 and 37.20. Two different prices there. I go to NEO stock price and I put in prediction, and then the first result will be CNN. So the price here that the analysts expect over the next 12 months is 69.60. So I go to the price chart here, see that it hit that in the last month? No. Did it hit it in the last 6 months? It hit 62. No, it didn't hit it, but it averaged around 62.70 here. I know it went up to about 65 at one stage, but you can see here it went up to 62.84. So I didn't see that go up to that price. So I'm going to set it a little bit lower. I'm going to set this one at $62 because you can see that it went up to 62.80. So it can hit that price. I know it went up a little further to 65, but look at, if I'm watching the stock in the day, I can take off the take profit and, you know, take that 65. But here, I know it can hit the 62, and it's near the medium here. So usually I'd set the medium here, but if it's a little bit below, I'll set it a little bit below. But so 60, so I'm going to set this one at 62. It hit that in January. Okay, it hit it in February too. So 62. So I'm going to come in here, go to the settings again. I'm going to take profit, set take profit. I'm going to go to the rate. So $62. I'm happy to take the profit. Here I'm getting a profit of 74.79%, which is brilliant and which is very possible. Okay. And I update that. So I can take a profit of $112.19. So it changes depending on the stock price and what price you got it at. Like, that's a really good gain for me. Okay. And what I can do if I hit that gain, you're saying, okay, but NEO in the long term, I can buy again when the stock price drops again and get it at a different price and do the exact same strategy. Okay, so here I'm going to set exact same 62. So just say 62, and then the profit here is $100 on 150 investment, 66.67. So I update that, easily done, boom. Okay, now I'm just going to set the stop loss, exact same strategy. So set the stop loss, so it's at $33 there. So I'm going to average that off to $30. Set stop loss at amount $3 in the green. which is 2% of the position amount. So if it drops down to $3 off my profit, I can take that. Or you can set a trailing stop loss here that will follow this, and if it drops to $30, it'll sell. So if I was setting a trailing stop loss, I'd set it at a higher one. So let's say I wanted to set it at the $15. So I could set that at $15, and that will follow this trade, okay? So the stop loss will be at $15. So if that goes up to $50, the new stop loss will be $35. So 15 from 50 is $35. Yeah. So it moves up with the stock price. Okay. So that's a trailing stop loss. So you can use that too. It's a very good feature. So if I put that at 15 and let's say it goes up to $100, then the new stop loss will be $85 because it follows the amount. It follows the amount. So this is a really good feature. If you want to use that one, I might use that in the future. But here I'm going to do my stop loss of, you can see here, it's take profit. Okay, so it's 112 here. So I'm going to round that off. I'm going to put in 11 here. Okay, sorry, 1 second. And okay, so here it's going to be a little bit different. Yeah, so my profit is much higher. So take profit 112. So I'm going to round that off to about 11. So I divide that by 10. So I'm going to set my stop loss at 11. So set stop loss at 11. There we sorry, the amount in the green at 11. Sorry. $11, so that's 7.33%. That if it drops down to that $11, it'll sell off. And what I'll do there is I can buy it again at a even better price. So I'm going to update that. And I'm going to do the same thing for this stock price. So this stock price, the take profit is $100. So divide that by 10. And I set my stop loss at 10. So you go to the amount, which is 10. And there we go. That's $10. So if my profits drop to $10, it'll sell off the stock and I'll be keeping 6.67. And then I can buy it again at a better price. But I'm leaving a good lot of room for that to grow and etc. And if I click rate here, it'll show you the price it'll sell it at 39. And I bought it at 37.20. So if it drops to 39, it's definitely going to drop more, I believe. So there we go. Click amount. So $10 and update. So I'm not losing any money and etc. And there we go. I've all them set. And just one more stock. The last stock I bought was on Friday. So I bought this company. It came out with a mixed earning report. Remember, I did my research on YouTube. I did research. I read all the news articles. It came out with a mixed earning report, but it wasn't too bad. But it also, the company is giving out some shares to the share, or giving out some profits to the shareholders and dividends, etc. It's a big company. I bought it at a good price. But here, I did exactly the same thing. I looked at the median price on the CNN website. I looked at it, could hit that, so I set that at 36.78. But I'm not going to set the stop loss because I'm going to be watching this stock on Monday, because I only bought it because I want to give it some time, a day or two, to breathe. So I'll be watching this one until it goes up a little bit more, and then I'll set the stop loss, because it could fluctuate between them small movements on that day. But once it gains a little bit and I'm happy that it's not fluctuating, I'll set the exact same stop loss strategy. In here, I set the take profit at 53, so I'll set my stop loss at 5, but it's not at $5 take profit, but it's not at the $5 take profit there. So I like to leave that for about a week or a few days at least, to let the stock breathe and let it grow a little bit, because I don't want it selling off straight away. So that is my strategy, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, okay? And if you're new to trading and you want to set up a really good account on eToro, it's a really good platform for beginners. You can use my link in the description or go to buystocks.ai. Okay, and I'll see you on the next video, and have a great day. Okay, peace and love. Bye. Welcome back to Copy Trading on YouTube. Today's video is called Setting an Order versus a Trade on eToro. So the stock market opens in 7 minutes, and I'm going to be showing you how I set my orders and trades and how to work, etc. on eToro. Okay, so the first stock I'm going to look at is NEO. Okay, NEO has dropped massively pre-market. It's down here, as you can see here, it's 35.57. Okay, pre-market. So this is the trading before the stock market opens, okay, and the trading after the stock market closed last night. So the price that closed that last night was 37.94, so it's down 5%. I know NEO is very volatile. There is a chance that it could go down to 31, and I'm going to be investing 50% of my 300 investment that I planned to invest in NEO, because they hit the stop losses that I set before and I still come out with profit. So today I'm going to set an order. The first order you can do on eToro is before the market opens. So you see the market's not open. So when the market opens, the price will be the pre-market price. So it'll be 35.60. So I want to buy it at that low because it bounced off the 35 a couple of days ago too. Down here, it bounced off that 35 line there, 35.24. So a really good price there, 35.60. For NEO for the long term, I checked out, I know NEO very well. Remember that you need to do your research, read all the articles. Okay, so there's a shortage of chips in the world to make these cars, and NEO come out with a mixed earning report. The last earning report, that's why the stock went way down. But you can see here, analyst expectations, 11 analysts is to buy, 6 analysts to hold, and 1 to sell. And the low price there, analysts expect over the next 12 months is $17.79, which can't see it going down that low, but the medium price is 66.52, which would be really good, and the high is 90. So a really good price to get in at with my half, and then I'm going to hold the other 150 to buy the stock live, and it's called a trade. So once the stock market opens, you'll have an option to trade. Okay. So I'm just going to put in the first order. So before the market opens, remember you're buying a stock. It means that you're betting it's going to go up in value. And then if you sell or short a stock, it means that you're betting it could down in value. But on eToro, you can only buy NEO at the moment. So here it says at market. Okay, so this will be an order. So I'm going to set to take profits after. So I'm going to invest 150. And I'm going to buy it at market. So at market is the pre-market price. So that's what it will buy it as. Okay, so I'm going to set that. So that's the order. That's the first order you can do. Because the stock market's open, it has to be an order because you can't buy the stock. The other type of the trade section is when it's live, the stock market is open, and you buy the price live of the price up here. So at market means when the stock market opens 150. So I'm going to set that order. That's the first order you can do on eToro. So set that order and it will buy. Order can't be opened during off peak. Okay, that's new for me. I didn't know that. Maybe just on NEO stocks, but I'm gonna have to wait for the market to open. But usually that will open on market opening. But I'm gonna try maybe a different stock. Maybe eToro has blocked the orders on this recently. So at market, maybe if I can. The other one is you can put it at rate. Will it let me do rates? Let's see here. So NEO, so it's going to drop to 35.63. Okay, so I'm going to put it at 35.70. So the other order you can do is, if eToro lets me, is 35.70. Okay, so I'm going to buy it 35.70. So this, I'm setting the order that I want to buy the stock when it hits the 35.70. Okay. So you can see here that it's pre-market. It is down to 35.63. So it should open it. I'll just put it up to 35.70. Take profit, no take profit. And I'm going to set order if it lets me. Orders are, okay, with NEO you can't press order. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is PayPal. Okay, I checked out PayPal. Tech stocks are way down at the moment. It's at 234, but I'm gonna set that rate at 230 if it lets me. I checked over the last few days, and that's kind of the lowest it would go to. So no take profit. So 145. And if eToro lets me, so I'm gonna set the order when the stock price drops to 230. I'll buy 145 shares of it. Okay, so set order. Okay, so there's the order placed on PayPal for 230. Okay, if it drops to 230, I checked the stock price before. That's the lowest. And guys, I'm doing my research today from the finviz.com, the same as I do, but there's no large or mega stocks underneath the 30 line. So the next thing I do is go for the mega companies in the description, and I look at the RSI 40. So if I go to the RSI 40, these stocks are in it: Nike, Alibaba, and these are the stocks I'm watching. So I'm going to have to go to NEO here and place an order for NEO. So I'm going to be putting a trade with NEO because I have to wait for the stock market to open. So I'm going to be doing 150. So that's just the difference is a trade is you're buying the stock live. An order is you're setting a price that you want to buy it at, or you're setting the price at pre-market. But on NEO, it won't let me do that. Okay, let's just see here. The stock market's open. So now I'm gonna have to set a trade. See up the top here is trade. Okay, so 150 is going to be my first trade, and take profit, no take profit, and I am going to open that up as a buy position. Done. Okay, so that's what a trade is. You're trading live. Okay, so the other stock I'm watching is Alibaba. Okay, I should have said I was going to set an order on Alibaba. It's a way up now at the moment. Let's see, 224. Let's see if it drops down there. So I'm going to trade also on Alibaba. So a buy position 150, 150, 223 there. A buy position, take profit, none. So you can see here as a trade. I'm doing a trade. So it's a live price here. Look at 223. Let's look at Alibaba here. Drop down pre-market. What was it? It was 220. Let's see if we can get this. The drop down there. It's rising. Okay, that stock is going up. So I'm gonna open one position in that. Okay. And also I'm gonna watch NEO stock price to see how it does. So I checked all the news, etc. I just opened a position on Alibaba. So I'm looking at NEO to see what it's going to do today. So let's see here. We'll check Alibaba. So it's gone way up in price, 222 from the 220. I was going to set an order on Alibaba, but that's fine. I got in there at an early price there. So I have the PayPal order. If you go into your portfolio, let's let that load up. You can see here in the pending orders are here on these little 2 hours there. See, I have a pending order to buy PayPal invest 145 when it drops to 230, and the current price is 233. So that will open that trade when it drops to 230. Okay, or okay, so that's order in there. Okay, let's just check Alibaba. So these 5 days, you can see here it's starting to rise up in price there. 220 pre-market. It's gone way up, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to buy another position in Alibaba. Let's just see what NEO is doing. NEO starting to bounce back up, 35.95. So I'm going to buy my other position in NEO. So NEO trade. I'm opening a trade. A trade is a live trade. So you're not setting an order. So trade 150. Take profit, no take profit, and open trade. Okay, so that's my second trade open with NEO. Gonna check Alibaba. You can see here it's at a massive low at the moment, 224. It's ticking at there. Let's refresh that. Over the 5 days, let's see. You can see here it went up to 226 and then come back down. Let's just see if that drops a little bit more. 225. Previous close 222. So I'm going to see what this does throughout the day. So over 5 days, the lowest it went was 222. Okay, so let's set an order for Alibaba because a good price would be 222. So that just opened on NEO there. I opened a share in Alibaba, them two there. So I just go to BABA is Alibaba's. So I click on the trade button. And I want to set an order. So I click on order. Remember, buy is betting the price is going to up. The stock's going to go up in price, and sell is betting it's going to go down in price. So I'm going to take off the take profit. I set them after. I'm going to set an order. So I click on order here. And I'm looking to buy the 222.00. And I'm going to invest 150. I'm going to set the order that it's going to buy the stock when it drops to 222. Take off, no take profit. I'll do that again. So I am going to set that order. A buy order placed on Alibaba if it drops to 222. You can see there it did drop down to 222 there yesterday. And it could drop back down to that today, but we can see it. See the previous close 222. It's the most volatile. It's only the stock market's open only 6 minutes. So I've done a lot of trading there. But just some of the research I did, look at Alibaba. It's gone massively up in price. It might pull back down there, come back down, but because the stock market is just open, it's the most volatile. So you have the day traders too in buying, but it's good price. I did my research. The problem with Alibaba is come way down stock prices of in technology. This is Alibaba. It's similar to Amazon, only that it's a website that sells wholesale to shops. So the middleman between the buyer and the seller. So you buy this stuff for your store, online store on Alibaba. They sell wholesale technology, etc. The analysts, 41.6 analysts say it's a buy rating, and the low expectation over the next 12 months is 243, so way below the current price of 227, and the median price is 225 and then 406. So Alibaba got hit with the Chinese government, said that they need to sell off. They weren't allowed to buy a company. They were buying a company they were buying a newspaper, but China put a block on that. They don't want them owning any of the tech companies owning any news source. But Alibaba said that only were buying the company, so and they weren't affecting the news, etc. China was a fear that they would influence the newspapers, so they have to sell off that company. And also Alibaba, there was news that Alibaba and Chinese tech stocks will have to, in the next 3 years, show their finances to the stock market, the New York Stock Exchange, or they might be delisted. But that won't happen till 3 years, so that's a long time coming. So you can see here Alibaba is coming down, so it's at a really good price to buy now. It's a really good company, great growth potential in the future. So I'm just going to close that off, and I'm going to watch Alibaba here to see if it comes back. Remember, I set the order for 222 down here. So I've done with Neo. I know Neo is dropping there back down to 35, but I think it's going to bounce back up. I know Neo well. Okay, I'm taking off Neo. You can see here the low is 17, but it's nearer to the medium and the high there. Okay, so a great company, but very volatile at the moment. So we have Alibaba there, and I have set the order. PayPal, great company too, but the stock prices are down at the moment in America. So things are going to recover. I looked over PayPal over the last 5 years. You can see over the last 1 year how it's growing, and then it's come way back down. So I'm buying at a good price. It's at 233.99. Remember, I set the order for 230. So when it comes down there, and the great thing about orders, you don't have to watch the stock price. I also checked money.cnn, and there's a buy. 35 analysts have a buy rating, 5 have a hold, etc. So the low price for analyst expectation over the next 12 months is 241, and it's at 233 at the moment. So great price. Medium 310. So all very good. And how I found these, I went to FinViz, and I just selected in the description mega. Okay, I went to large, and then that's what I forced to. I go to large or mega and find stocks in the technical. Just go to the technical section and go to 30. Okay, so I clicked on that. But here are the stocks available, but I don't really know about these, and it's in China and Peru, and not well-known names. So I'm not going to invest in these stocks because they're just not well known, etc. So how I did that, and then I come to mega to see if there's any mega stocks under the 30 line. So I'm only looking for the largest, biggest companies that people have emotional attachment. See, there's nothing in mega. So what do? I go to the technical, and I look at the second best, which is 40. It's still oversold and still at a good price. So here I have Nike, Alibaba, and PayPal. That's how I found these stocks. And I checked on the stock chart. I come to the stockcharts.com and put in Alibaba and check the prices before. And when it dropped before, Alibaba here dropped below the red line here last 24th of December. And it was at 200, opened at 228. So I put in the order for 230. So still a good price if it's oversold back then. And I looked at PayPal. I looked through the news, etc. And you can look through some YouTube videos, etc. too. So that's how you should always do your own research, etc. So look at Alibaba is coming back down, guys. So let's see here. I remember I set the order for 222. So will it come back down to 222? So if I go back to my portfolio, it's very volatile at the beginning here. Neo is down, but I'm not worried about that. If I click into Neo here, 1.5%, 2 but it's so volatile. Let's see over the day. I'm not worried about that yet. I'm going to watch that through twice today. Make sure it doesn't drop too low though. Okay, I have Nike here. I opened it yesterday. It's up 1.65. Costco opened a few weeks, 2 weeks ago. Tesla here is doing well. Alibaba is up 1.44. But remember, I set an order for that. So if I click into my orders, I have an order for PayPal to buy at 230. So if it drops $4.15, and I have Alibaba to buy at 222, and it's 226 now at the moment. So that's really it, guys. It's pretty simple. Also in the stock market, don't get confused. The call a stop loss and a take profit is an order, but you don't have to worry about that. So that is my video on eToro. I'm gonna just watch these stock prices today, guys, and I added them into my watch list. Okay, so the watch list is a great way to see how the stock has changed and price has done over the last day. So you can change it from one day. So you can see the Tesla is down for one day minus $4.86. Nike is up. Alibaba is up. Costco's up. PayPal is down. Okay, and you can change this by 1 week to see how it's going. See, Costco is up there, and then you can change it by month. It's very easy to follow. Okay, so just the recap, an order is just simply you're setting an order to select at a certain price or when the market opens. If the market's not closed, you set at market. But some stocks won't let you to do that, as you've seen with NEO. But usually you can set that, and then a trade is just you're buying it live when this at the stock market price, the exact price that the stock is at that moment. So hope you enjoyed the videos. I'm going to be watching these stocks here. I'm watching these orders to see how they come through here. We'll just see here, and Alibaba is going there, and just watch on. You can see on your portfolio the prices what they are at the moment. So on the orders, come in here. So I have PayPal 230. So it has to come down $4. Both of them have to come down $4, but very possibility that they'll come down very soon on that. So let's just go back to my portfolio. So NEO is 35.13. So I opened average 35.91. If I click in here, I bought one at 35.70 and the other one is 36.12. So averaged out. It's down now at the moment, but I expect it to rise. But I'm going to be watching this, guys, to make sure it doesn't drop too low. And maybe if it does drop low and then comes back up in price, I'll sell the stock and then wait for it to come back down in price. But you can see here, I just bought that Alibaba. It's up 1.35% there. And I'm waiting for the next position to open on my orders. I'd like to see them open live, but what can you do? And let's see if these are going to open. So looking at PayPal to come down by $4. And also you can cancel these orders at any time. You can just go in and cancel the order and then buy it straight. So I look at these stocks today, and if it's not coming down, but it's coming near the price, I'll just cancel order and I'll buy. But I'll watch the stock, these two stocks during the day, and I'll be watching NEO to see how it does. Because at the moment, NEO is down, but it's still a good price for the stock in my opinion. But that can easily go back up in price. It's only opened, stock market only opened at 146. So I'd like to see that go up. So 35.27. So how I watch the NEO stock, I just put in NEO stock price into Google, and you can see here that easy chart to read there. It went down to 35.30, but it opened around that price down. It's 35.64 it opened at. But then I come down to finance. I always use finance.yahoo.com. They'll always come up in the search results there. And then I just come in here and I watch it on the live charts. eToro also has live charts, but I just got used to Yahoo Finance. I just like their charts, and it's whatever you prefer. So we'll just let that load up. Just watching as I see here, I have the chart open on Alibaba. Drop way down there to 222. Let's just see here. Is that loaded up yet? You can see here easily that it dropped here on NEO. It dropped down to 35.24 on Taurus, but bounced back up. So I'll be looking for that to bounce back up today. 35.48. So let's see if it bounces back up there. But Friday is usually there. You can go with NEO here. Just watching it here, 35. Friday is usually a kind of a red day. It's not much happening, and stock prices usually come down on a Friday. but not always. There's not much trading happening on a Friday. It's usually a slow day. Usually evens out. So just gonna watch that. It's 148 there. So we can just go back down to my portfolio. So you can see here the price of NEO is climbing there, and then it'll slowly go back up into profit. So here I got Alibaba at a good price. It's up 1.48%. Can we leave this video on a high, guys? It's only 0.3% lower. Okay, go NEO. I know it is so volatile, but it still has good potential for the future, especially if it comes out with a good earning report for the next quarter. Okay, it's 0.44. Let's see here. And if you can change it by 2 minutes, so the bars change for 2 minutes, and down here at the bottom, right down the bottom is the volume of trades. So the higher the bar here, the more people trading. And you can change it to 5 minutes to get a more clear, accurate. But you can see here it dropped, but then there was a green. So back to 1 minute, and there we go. It's going back into the green, and we're in the green, guys. Whoa, all in the green, guys. So happy enough, and I've set the orders in there. So hopefully that keeps going up in the green there. And I have set them orders, so if it drops by $5.22, it'll be a good price. But I'll be watching them out through the day, and I'll see what the average price. If it doesn't drop there, I can just cancel the order and buy it, do the trade in real time. Okay, I hope you liked the video. So like and subscribe. And if you're new to eToro, there's a link in the description. You can sign up for eToro to support the channel. It won't cost you anything, but you will be helping me make more videos. Okay, I'll see you on the next video. Hope you enjoyed, and peace and love, and have a great weekend. Bye.